Hello students, today I have got a very interesting topic for you, that is understanding points of view. But before starting, students, I have a simple question for you. All of you love reading stories, but have you ever wondered who is actually telling us those stories? This leads me to the topic point of view. Point of view is actually about who is telling the story and how it is being told. Point of view is the lens through which the readers can experience the entire story. I'm going to explain this with the help of an example. So let's have a look at the example first. So let's imagine a classroom and an exciting event unfolds. A surprise visitor walks in. If I, as the teacher, am narrating, it might go like this. I saw a surprise visitor enter the classroom, creating a buzz of excitement among the students. It completely messed with my lesson. Now let's switch to a student's point of view. The same event might be described as, we were in for a surprise when someone unexpected walked through the door. Everyone started whispering and wondering. So students, the same event can be described in different ways. Here lies the magic of point of view. So now let's have a look at the definition of POV first. Point of view refers to the perspective that the narrator holds in relation to the events of the story. And in literature, points of view are the windows through which we witness the unfolding narrative. Also, point of view helps us build a more comprehensive and comparative perception of the entire story. And there are different layers of perspective. We have first person point of view, second person point of view, and third person point of view. We'll take each in detail. Let's have a look at first person point of view first. Here, the narrator tells a story from his own perspective. Also, the narrator is a character in the story using I or we to recount his experiences. This point of view gives readers direct access to characters' thoughts, voice, and emotions. Also, the choice of which character gets the first person view can significantly change the entire story. This is very important to notice here, and I'm going to elaborate this with the help of an example. So, look at the examples about the same event but through different characters' perspectives. The thief's point of view. I needed money to buy food for the night. I saw a lady walking out of the store wearing tailored clothes and gold jewelry. She could survive if she lost a few hundred rupees. It's not like she would starve. And the same event, if the lady has to share this event, she would say like this, I walked out of the store after buying a present for my husband, and bam, this tall guy appeared out of nowhere and snatched my purse. I was terrified. Now let's move to the second type, that is second person POV. In this POV, the narrator tells a story about the reader or the viewer, and in this perspective, he directly addresses the reader using you. Also, it's like the story is happening to the reader himself, but this perspective is very rare in literature because it does not allow the author as much freedom as the other perspectives. Moving ahead with the third person point of view. In this, the narrator is not a character in the story being told. Rather, he uses he, she, and they pronouns. Also, this is the most common point of view in writing as it allows the author to focus on different characters, events, and places without being limited to a single character. And third person point of view has two types, namely third person limited and third person omniscient. Now that we have done three types of perspective, I would like to have a quick recap with specific examples of each type of this point of view. So let's have a look at the first type, that is the first person point of view. In this we use the pronouns I, me or my, and the perspective goes like this. The narrator, who is the character central to the plot, tells story from his perspective. And if we want to have the example, it goes like this. I walked into the mysterious house, feeling a shiver down my spine. Now, let's have a look at the second person point of view. In this, we use the pronoun you, and in this perspective, the narrator directly addresses the reader using you. It's like the story is happening to the reader. And if we look at the specific example, it goes like this. You open the creaky door and step into the dimly lit room. Moving ahead to the third person limited point of view, in this we use the pronouns he, she or they, and the narrator is an outsider using pronouns like he, she and they. The catch is he knows the thoughts and feelings of one character. And the example is, she hesitated at the edge of the forest, unsure of what lay beyond. Moving ahead to the third person omniscient point of view, in this we use the pronouns he, she, they. The narrator is external and knows the thoughts and feelings of all characters. And the example would be, Ria and Ben were skateboarding at a local park when an old man walked up to them. I used to skateboard when I was your age. Ria thought it was interesting, but Ben could have cared less. Now let's talk about how the narrative voice in literature is connected to the point of view. Actually, the role of the narrator is very important in shaping the reader's perception of the story. Also, the choice of narrative voice can influence the tone, language, and the overall atmosphere of the narrative. And how does this happen? For example, there's a story that is narrated by a quirky character. So the language might be playful and the tone could be light-hearted, creating a cheerful atmosphere. On the other hand, a serious narrator might use formal language, setting a more somber and serious tone. Now students, that you have understood there are different points of view, first person, second person and third person point of view, I have got a very simple task for you. You have to read the excerpt and identify the point of view. One thing that is very important to share, students, when we understand the points of view, we can appreciate the story and enjoy the literature in a better way. So keep enjoying, keep reading the stories and happy learning.